Okay.
Hi guys,
Hi guys, how are you? Yeah. Once again, it's Washington this year.
and my name is Pomi, of
Together
course.
with Pomi, guys, we are back today again. Welcome to the Curious Mind
Welcome,
podcast.
welcome.
So today we are together again with Pomi in Washington.
Still continuing from the last part. Today is going to be episode one, part two, right?
Yes, I remember we just dropped our first episode, The Curious Mind. Then so now we are still going forward now, the episode one, part two. The reasons why marriages and the relationships nowadays they fail. So we are still on with our topic, guys. We need your support, guys, because we cannot do that without alone, guys. We need your support,
Of course.
so that because without your support, we cannot make it together.
Yes, yes.
Two of us, we cannot make it. So we need support.
Yeah. So how is the weather that side, guys? When currently in Pretoria, I know all of you might be in KZN, Cape Town, Joburg, wherever you are. This side is freezing cold, guys.
Definitely, it's a bit cold today. Yeah, but it's the time, it's June time, so there's no way you can run away from it.
No.
No, yeah, it's June, so we just need to pass that time, right? So, guys, today we are still continuing with our topic, the reason why marriages fail nowadays. So, we're just giving our different types of views, whatever we are thinking, we are just discussing here.
Yes.
So, today we just think that it's better we come with some revisions with our topics. So, we're going to do some revisions on whatever we were discussing last time. So, so Polly, what do you think today, since we are doing the revision? I think you've researched a lot of things on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Continuing from what we talked about last time, I think also childhood traumas, hey?
Okay, but before we go into that, what did we discuss about last time?
Okay.
The discussion.
Okay, last time we discussed about the reasons why marriages and relationship fail. So we are now unpacking, like as in previewing what we were talking about last time. We talked about a lot of things, guys, like the reason why marriages failed. I came up with a point that says compatibility. We talked about it like it was actually my own point of view that it might also contribute to why marriages fail, compatibility. And we also unpacked about like a lot of things, right?
Yes, definitely. Yes, we discussed about a lot of things. We also mentioned something like maybe social media.
Yes.
Something that is happening on social media. We say those are the other things. Sometimes maybe they can also contribute to social media, right?
Definitely.
Yes, so we discussed about all those things, a lot of things. So today we have come up with some of the points that we think there are other things that can also contribute to what is happening nowadays in marriages. Because you see maybe people that are married today, after maybe not even 1 year or even 5 years, they separate.
Yes.
It's because of what? Because of some of the other things that we've been discussing.
Yes, factors that can contribute to.
So now today we want to hear from me, since we just raised the point that child traumas.
Yes, childhood traumas.
Another thing.
Yes.
So can you just at least try to at least clarify on that one and unpack, so that maybe we learn something from that. So what you can at least explain to us.
Definitely. The reason why I'm saying childhood traumas, it's like as a child, there are a lot of things that a person faces, right? Maybe, personally, I grew up from a loving home, right? And then my partner maybe grows up from a very rough home where they're mistreating him and stuff like that, the way they treat him, the way they, do things around. And now when we're married, it's loving versus a person that has childhood trauma, it comes in collabo. You get what I'm saying?
No, you can explain again.
I am saying, like, I can make an example of myself, right? Like, for instance, I'm coming from a loving home, right? And then my partner, on the other hand, maybe it's just an example.
Yeah.
Then maybe my partner, on the other hand, has like has been like in a family whereby they don't have love, they don't care, they, they don't communicate and stuff like that. And you ask yourself, why is it this guy is so hard for him to communicate? Why is it it's so hard for him to, open up to me as his wife? Why? Because it's just because of the background,
Okay.
Why is he not loving? Why is he like this? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Childhood traumas actually affects a person immensely, and those things tend to unpack in marriages. Of course, when you're in a marriage, you now start to blow up and flare up like that. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so according to what you are saying now, you mean maybe child traumas, maybe because of maybe the background,
yes.
the way the person grown up, maybe a husband, maybe it might be a husband or a wife, maybe the way he grown up, maybe the treatment that he got maybe from his parents, or maybe grown up without families, or maybe the father or mother was died, maybe those people that raised him, maybe the way he was maybe untreated, maybe
Yes.
the way they were treating him.
Yes.
To me, it was something crazy.
Yes.
So like now he's taking those such kind of behaviors into a marriage.
It's not his fault actually. I feel like before a person gets married, right?
Yes.
Before you get married, that is why there is a marriage counseling.
Okay.
Before anything, you unpack about everything. I'm sure like those people, those marriage counselors, they will ask you about your background, how you grew up, and all those things, and also from your wife's side, they will ask you those things, and then you unpack. It just helps you to heal, if you have like those type of childhood traumas and stuff like that.
Okay, so we are trying to say at least maybe we are thinking that also child traumas is the other things that can also contribute to either maybe separation in marriages or a relationship.
Yes.
Because maybe someone will be coming with the behavior of how he grown up, maybe from his family, the way they were treating him, or maybe there was no love, we just chasing him, like kicking him, like something else you see. So now even when you are in a marriage, that person doesn't have that a loving thing that maybe according to what Pomi is trying to say.
And
maybe
it doesn't communicate like.
Yes, there's no communication. Maybe that is just a lonely person. You understand? But you are married to someone who need love and time. You understand?
Yes,
so now you don't have that thing. So at the end of the day, you always maybe fighting because maybe this one is saying no, you don't communicate with me. The way we are doing is like maybe you're still doing your own things, like but we are together as a family, so we need to communicate. And this share maybe ideas, it also caring and loving. So those things they are not there because the person had those child traumas.
Yes.
So I think this is what Pomi is saying. And also I think another thing, and do you have another thing to at least explain on top of these child traumas again, or is the only thing that you think because of the
Yeah, just actually a lot. Maybe lack of trust, because some people before they get married, you maybe have been previously in a relationship before that didn't lead to marriage. Now maybe you come with the mind where you don't trust women. You understand?
Yes.
Lack of trust. It can also contribute to it.
So lack of trust is another point,
Yes.
or you are still adding on top of
I'm
child
just
traumas?
I'm just adding on top of it.
Okay, so you mean lack of trust?
Yes, lack of trust.
Maybe there's no trust in a relationship. There is
Or
no
maybe
trust in
you have
marriage.
you have been in a previous relationship with another person that was different, right? Or maybe you did something that you didn't like, and now you come with all those things of your previous relationship before healing. I think before going into marriage, you have to heal first, and then you now can go to marriage.
Okay, so now I understand you. I understand you what you are saying. Maybe. Okay, so we are trying to say maybe this lack of trust in a relationship, whether it's a relationship or it's a marriage, it also contributes to maybe some breakups and separations in a relationship or
Yes,
marriage.
yes, it does.
That is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
So, okay, guys. So we are still discussing about this. So now, for me, is trying to say,
So as I was still saying, it's due to lack of trust, and like most of the people like haven't healed from their previous relationships, and now you come to take this whole traumatic thing that happened in your relationship. Before you get married, you have to go to a marriage counselor, and heal yourself from all those things. They always say that talking, it's best. It's best to talk. I'm sorry, guys. Talking is best to relieve some of the things that you once faced in the past. So yeah. So anyways,
Okay.
what do you think about what I've said? Do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, I think whatever you are saying, it's it's another thing that we can also say is also contribute to some breakups and separations maybe in marriage. Because definitely there's no marriage without trust. There's no relationship without trust. If there's a relationship or a marriage without trust, meaning to say that a relationship cannot go far. Whether it's a marriage, that marriage cannot even last because there is no trust. The first thing for the marriage to go far is trust. I think not even talking about other things, the relationship in the marriage must have trust. We trust each other because if you don't trust each other, meaning to say there is no marriage.
Definitely.
Whenever your wife is outside or your husband is outside, you think maybe there's something that he's doing. Whenever he's using his phone, maybe think he's hiding something. Because why? There is no trust.
Yeah.
So trust is the foundation of either relationship or the marriage. Those other things, those traumas and everything that I think they will come after trust. You understand what I mean? So I can also support you on that one. And also myself, I think I have another, at least I think also pride.
Okay, bring it over.
Pride is another very big thing, challenge. Especially like nowadays, if you want to look at the marriages and the relationship nowadays, pride is the one that destroys relationships and marriages. Because why? If you have pride, for example, let me say maybe you've grown up in a family whereby you have everything. You understand? Whenever you ask anything, they will give it to you. So now maybe you're married to a man maybe who is, let me say maybe it's a man who is married to a lady who is from a rich family. Definitely that woman will be expecting to live the life that he lived before. So now when he comes to you, then you find out that you are still in the trial. You don't have anything. We're just trying. You don't have what she is expecting. At the end of the day, because of pride, that lady cannot even stay with you because why? She is thinking that maybe my family, what my family is saying about this. My friends, what are they thinking about this man? What are they thinking about the life that I was living or before with my family? Now I'm struggling with this man. Maybe sometimes you even sleep. Maybe you eat even bread without eggs. Maybe you're expecting to live that soft life. You understand that? Then you go to a marriage whereby there is no all those things. But because of pride, because if you have pride, you cannot stand for that. You don't have that patience to say, I will stay with this man because just know myself, I cannot stay with this man. Myself, I cannot eat this. Myself, I cannot live in such kind of a place like this. Myself, I just need an expensive life. I just need a luxurious life. So because of that pride, you end up fighting maybe with your husband or maybe you start giving him pressure, some unnecessary pressure. Yeah, I want this, you demand a lot of things, I want this and this, but your husband doesn't have all those things. You said, hey, me myself, I cannot walk to this distance, it's too far, I just need maybe a boat, and I don't need this, I need to at least have that big car, I need this life of maybe we walk to this mall like this. You a lot of complaints, because why? You have pride, you need soft life, you need to live the life that you are living with your family. You need the life that you, maybe I don't know what I can say, but pride, it kills a lot of marriages and relationships. That is when you start hearing some of the words like, you are not my type. you understand?
Yeah.
You are not my type. Because why you say you are not my type? Because you think that you need that life that whereby you are up to the standard, whereby you think like you have everything. So if you want everything, if you have pride, you want your husband to be like that. That is because of pride. That is why you see even some of the women or even men, If the family or friends say, can you just send me a photo of your wife? They will tell you a lot of things. Because of the pride, myself, the way I'm so handsome, I'm married to this woman. She's not beautiful.
Up to my standard.
Up to my standard. So even if your friends ask for the pictures or even your family, you are even shy to show your husband or your wife to your family or to your friends. Because you have pride that what are they going to say? What are they thinking about this ugly man? What are they thinking about this woman? Even if your family want to say, maybe they want to visit you. They want to come for a visit. They say, I want to come and just visit you. You tell them, I'm not around next week. I'm going to something or I'm going. You know those people with pride, they even lie again.
Yeah.
You tell I'm going to Santi, I'm taking a flight to Cape Town next week. I'm taking a flight to next week, plus I'm not around. My husband say a lot of things. You just like here and there, because why? She has pride. She doesn't want people to come. If they come and see where I'm staying, the way they know me,
They're going to judge
they know that, hey, Paul is that one. You understand? So now if they come and see where I'm staying, they say, oh, without pride. So pride kills relationships in marriage. The person will end up leaving and say, no, I cannot stay with that. Because if my family, I cannot even invite my brother or my family or my friends to come and see this husband or see where I'm staying or see the way I'm living. Sometimes you used to eat whatever you want. Now with your husband, sometimes you can even sleep without eating. You can even eat something that you don't want.
Yes.
Because why? That is what is there in the house. So sometimes if you have pride, you don't have patience. You don't even want to work with your husband or to work with your wife. If you have pride, you just want to fight everything. You just want to fight a rich man. You just want to fight a rich woman because you don't want to struggle. You don't want to work. You don't want to use your power. You just want everything to be there for you. So if you want everything to be there for you, then you find a husband or a wife who is in the zero start. You need to work and tell you that, babe, we have to work together from. I don't have anything, but this is what is there now. So let's wait. So someone with pride cannot wait for that. She will leave you or he will leave you. That's because of pride. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes in a relationship and marriage, you need to remove pride. Forget about whatever your family has. Forget about whatever your father or your mother, whether they are driving, whether they have in a mansion or they have they drive Porsche or maybe. But once you go to someone
with nothing,
just at least work with that man, work with your wife. Understand what he has, understand what she has. Then you work together. I think that these are the other things that can also avoid this thing of separation in relationships or marriages. Because you cannot have a pride to your husband. You cannot have a pride as a wife. Your man is what you choose him, you choose him. You understand? Because also even pride, it comes to sometimes you even compare a lot of things. You see a next door, maybe they're going out with his wife every Sundays, they go out. Because they have money. You and your husband, you don't have that money. So there's no need for you to start admiring those things. Because why? Once you admire those things, you now come back to your husband or to your wife and give pressure. Mostly you come to your husband and start, no, me, I want to go out. Even that sister, even my friend, last week they were even in Durban. Last week they were in Cape Town. Last week they were even enjoying. They even go this every weekend. They even buy pizza every day. Because you are comparing, because you have pride, you want competition. You want your friends to see the way you are living. You want your families to see the way you are living. So if you remove pride and work with your man or your wife, and know that this is your type. Because if someone is not your type, why you even choose him from the first place? If your wife is not your type, why even choose him from? Because you saw even that this is not my type, but you decided to take the person. Now you say, she is not my type, he is not my type. That is pride. That we say that pride must be taken out. You see marriage so go far. I think that is what I'm trying to say. That's the other thing that I think, guys, pride is not right. Pride is not right. So yeah, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think you're right, hey? Having a pride, and taking what you, because if you are in a relationship, if you're in a marriage with someone, remove everything that the life that you're living back then. Now you are actually starting afresh with your man, and I feel like it's so beautiful to start afresh with your man. You know how beautiful it is to start afresh, buy your bed, buy a new TV, you know, all those things, all the properties, sing and unpack, than to just married to a man that already has it all. That is where like factors like him shouting at you came in with nothing, you didn't contribute anything, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm supporting your point when it comes to pride. That's very, 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 very true.
Okay. I think you have mentioned something that I like. I think she has mentioned something that I like. Okay, so if you go to a man, you say if you go to a man with everything, it will be a problem.
It will be a problem.
Because whenever you fight, you tell that you just come here with an empty-handed.
And you even say,
you come here with nothing.
You even say, I'm even helping your family, I'm even doing this to your family. I'm even sending money to your mother, sending money to your family. I even bought them a house. You know, these rich men, they do that.
Yeah.
They throw money everywhere.
And I think you are right, because sometimes you don't have a say.
Yes, you don't have a say.
You don't have even the power to say, hey, you tell me that this is my thing.
Yes.
This is my house. This is not yours.
You just came here with bag.
Imagine when you are staying in a, maybe you are married to your when you are staying in your wife's house. Maybe your wife is rich.
Exactly.
When you don't have anything, just go carrying a session. You go there. Imagine, can you tell me that you can even tell your wife that do this? She will tell you that, hey, you
take your bags and go. This is my house.
Take your bags and go. Because why? You came here with nothing.
Yeah.
But you know, if you start from scratch, all of you, no one will be telling someone, no, this is mine. We work together. This is our bed. This is our TV. This is our fridge. This is our thing. At least because you work with. So if you don't want to work with your mate, it's something else. Because whenever you fight, you go home with nothing. Because he will tell you that go.
Exactly.
No, don't take this one. It's for me. Don't take this TV. It's for me. Don't take this feeling. It's for me. Because why? You found him with everything.
Everything.
Because you wanted a soft life, so you wanted someone with
everything. You even say, give me my car, the one that I bought for you. Give me those cookies.
Can you imagine? He can even tell you in front of people that, no, come out from my car.
Can you imagine?
Move, they go outside. This is my car. Imagine being taken out from the car in front of in public. This is mine. Because why? You never worked for that. So it's better you start from zero with your husband or wife. Work together. Whether you find your man with nothing, what he chooses is yours. Yeah, he's yours. You choose him. So he's your type. So work with your type. Right, guys? I think this is what we are saying now. Right. I think to add that again on, I think it's another point now. I think also, you know, family interferences in marriages is another thing that breaks a lot of marriages and relationships.
That's true.
Imagine, like now, I'm fighting with my wife. Then a lot of things have been happening in our marriage. Maybe we are fighting, a lot of things, I don't know, my wife is shouting at me, or, a lot of things. There's no marriage that is perfect. So now then you consult your family, and now I'm calling my mother, and hello, mama. Hey, when I'm fighting with my wife, every time she's telling me this and this, she's shouting me, and this and this, even she's been stealing from me, Because sometimes when you are reporting a case, no one will be reporting a case and you talk about other side of the story. The person will be only focusing on him or her. When you go to a police station to report a case, there's no way you can say, no, I beat you, that is why she beat me back. Or I steal, then that is why he stole from me. You won't even say that. You say she stole from me, he beat me, I just tell him this and then he started beating me. I say this and this, then he started shouting at me. So whenever you are explaining marriage issues to your family, you'll be focusing on your side. You'll be telling your family what is he doing to you. You'll be telling your family what is she doing to you.
And I feel like that's bad.
Yeah, that is very bad.
It's bad to even report your family. It is.
Yes. So now, once you tell families some of the family issues, family, they will come to extent whereby they will be telling you maybe some bad advices. They will be telling that no, I cannot allow someone who is not my son or my child to beat my daughter, or to beat my son, or to tell my son these words. It's better you leave that man or you leave that wife, that woman. I don't want to say that woman is better I leave, because they'll start maybe threatening you, telling that if you continue staying with that one, I will not gonna even visit you. You even come to you won't even come to your house. You won't even visit you. You're not my son or you're not my daughter, because the way and everything that he was telling you, I cannot tolerate this. So they will come up with families will come up with better, and even sometimes families they will tell you that no, imagine the way you grown up here, the way we were doing things for you. Now you cannot live in such kind of a marriage. You can't even stay with that man. That man is not of your type. Understand? You cannot live such kind of a life. That man is very poor. Understand? That man doesn't have anything. And that man is not of your type. Leave him. I cannot even tolerate that my daughter is staying with that man, that the man that I know that man, that one he has nothing. You understand? Yes. Yes, honestly,
No,
families they will interfere in marriages.
Definitely.
And they will take side.
And they will only take your side.
They will take a side.
It's very rare to see like a family that doesn't take your side as
Yeah.
their daughter or as their son.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare.
Definitely they'll take a side. Even if I tell my mother now what is happening, every fight that is happening, definitely she will be in my side.
Obviously.
She will be even telling me that it's better you leave that woman.
Yes.
It's better you leave here. It's better you tell her to pack bags and leave the house.
Definitely.
You don't even, because at the end of the day, she will put poison on your food. She will poison you. She will kill you. She will even hire people to come and beat you. So, when you are sitting alone, you'll be like, but I think the advice is better. This woman, the way we are fighting, definitely she will put poison in my food. At the end of the day, we'll fight. Or it's better she goes. Then now you go with that behavior of whatever you hear from a family. Then you start saying, no, baby, and then I think we cannot stay together because you know what you said last week, a lot of things. Even some of the issues that for the past weeks and long time back, you start like talking about them, because now why you have those influence, you are being influenced by your family. So I think what I'm trying to say is that it's not every fight in a marriage that need to be told to the family. It's not everything that you need to just tell your family.
Yes.
It's not all the issues that you need to fight, because sometimes it's better. I think even families they don't even need to know about all the maybe even fights or issues that is happening in a marriage, because once you tell them, they will come up with some advice that are very bad. Understand what I mean?
That's true.
So those advices they will cause you to leave your man.
That's true.
Yeah, they will give you advice that are leave you. Don't stay with that man. Plus it's not of your time.
Exactly.
You know the way you've grown up. You've grown up with everything. We give you everything. How can you stay with a man who is not working? How can you stay with a man who is not driving? How can you stay with a man without a house?
Imagine.
How can you imagine your brothers and sisters here they have a house? How can you stay with a certain of a man with nothing? Imagine. It's families.
Yes, because you told them.
Once families interfere in marriage,
it becomes a problem. And the way they view the person, the way they look at you after the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like
so now we'll be deciding now, no, it's better I leave this man, because now I cannot separate with my family because of this man or because of this man.
Yeah, that's true.
Because my family told me that they can even take care of me, it's better I leave him, they will take care of me. Because at our family, we have everything.
That's true.
So family interference is very bad. Because I still remember this. I still remember I have one of my friends. He was even talking about this thing of his family. Her family is busy saying I'm wrong. They are busy saying, hey, I'm the one who is wrong. They're not even asking daughter what is really going on. Because some families they don't even ask what is going on. You just start firing into that husband of yours.
Because of the things that you've told you would have told them.
Because definitely you will be telling them about him. What is he doing to you? You're not telling them what also you are doing.
Exactly.
So families they will come and without even asking, without even hearing other side of your story,
They'll start
bashing into that man. You. Till you leave it. So guys, what we are saying is that family, don't include family in marriages. It's not all the situation, it's not all the fights that need family to know. It's not everything that you just need. Now you fight with your husband, you call your mom. Now you fight with your man, you call your father. Now you call your friends. You understand? Even friends.
Yeah, friends.
You know, also bad friends. They also contribute to this thing of divorce and separation, especially like nowadays.
Exactly, because most of the people nowadays, they don't like marriage. They don't, especially like our generation. They are not even interested in a thing called marriage.
They
So
will even
like,
tell you what is marriage. They don't
some
want
of them
marriage.
they just have a child out of wedlock and stuff like that. So they won't have a good advice for you.
Yeah, so you see, bad friends.
Unless maybe if that person is also married, that is when maybe she can give you an advice.
Yeah. It's better. So I think choosing a good friend is the best. Because you cannot choose someone who is married, someone who was married and that person is not now married, is not married
in
now.
a marriage.
He left the marriage maybe because of divorce, a lot of things. Then you take that husband to that friend, that person to be your best friend. But the person is not married. You are married. You think she's happy that you are in a marriage. You think he is happy because you are married. So bad friend, choosing friend is another thing that need to be considered if you want your marriage or your relationship to go up. Because imagine sometimes you can even play with someone who even love your husband.
Exactly.
Or you can even play with a friend who loves your boyfriend. Then you start telling you everything. That person will start telling you that no, even whenever you fight with your boyfriend, she will tell you that no, that is why I don't want even this marriage and relationships. Because these people, they injure or a lot of things. You understand? They will even tell you, whenever you tell them about what is happening, they say that is why I don't want marriages. And what is marriage? I don't want to be married. I don't want someone to be on top of me. I don't want someone to tell me what to do.
Yes.
You understand? It's better you leave men. You know, men, you cannot stay with the men. It's better you just like do whatever you want. Like you see, like myself, I do whatever I want. Whenever I want to go outside, I go outside. Whenever I want this and this, I do that. No one is controlling me. No one is telling me what to do. So now, because of what you are hearing from your friends, now you go back. Now you'll be asking yourself, but I think they are bad. They are telling me something good.
Definitely.
I think that men want derela no chita lo. They want derela no chita. And lo fast lo want derela. Those people that are telling the truth, lo mundu lo ya gay.
Really, what do you expect from a friend that is actually your age, that is not even in a marriage? What do you expect? The advice you should ask advices from people that are older and they are in marriages. You know,
they will tell you that marriage nowadays doesn't exist.
Especially
and nowadays I hear this saying that there is no love.
Yeah, our generation says that.
What is love? What is love? Who is love? What is love? Can you tell me what is love? We say the love. No, there's no love nowadays. They will tell you that there's no love nowadays. But you are in a marriage.
Yes, because they just go into relationships very quickly.
Because
like a 13-year-old girl is already in a relationship with someone. Can you imagine? By the time she reaches the edge of being married, she's already tired.
So
she's already tired.
So if someone says there is no love, then he or she is talking to someone who is married or someone who is in a marriage. So now we tell you that there is no love. So now you be thinking that, so I'm staying with that man, maybe there's no love. So now you start like, you be thinking like it's better I leave a marriage and just live my own life without anyone to tell me anything, without anyone to ask me anything or to tell me what to do. You understand what I mean? Because why? The bad advice from friends. So choosing friends is something that can also contribute to save your marriage or your relationship. Choose someone who is married if you are married.
That's true.
Don't choose someone who is not married if you are married. What advice are you going to get from that person? There's no advice.
Definitely not.
So, and also there are some other things. What do you think about what that's too much age gap?
Guys, can you imagine? Like, I think most of the times women nowadays, young women, they marry for money and they regret. Especially like, for instance, I'm gonna mention a name. I'm sorry, Regina. She's a 2K, guys. Can you imagine? She's married to someone that is almost maybe 40 years older than her. Do you think that marriage can work? Obviously not. And I'm sure she has regrets. She does really has regrets when it comes to.
Okay, yeah. I think too much age gap is a very
Bad thing.
bad thing.
The huge
Very
gap.
relationship.
It's like you're married to your grandmother. Imagine that man is even older than her father.
Yeah.
I'm sure even, I don't even know her grandfather, but I'm sure maybe even older than her grandfather. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Yo, guys.
So too much age gap, you guys, is another thing.
Different generations.
Can you imagine you're talking to your husband like he's your father? like you know the way you are respecting your father.
Imagine.
There's no way you can play with someone who's 70 years, then you're
70
20
something. And he's like, it means 76, 77, somewhere there. Can you imagine? It's just because he has money, he has like a slim body, he's just taking care of himself, but it's around 70
But it
something.
doesn't matter whether he's taking care, but I think too much age gap in the
It's
marriage
not.
is another thing. That is why you see some of the marriages, they won't even last.
Different generations.
Because I'm sure the reason why those people they get into a marriage with such kind of people, they just want money.
Yes.
So if you want money, but at the end of the day you'll be regretting yourself. That why now? Because you know that there's no way you can stay. You can love the person with a 70-year-old man. Then you're 20 years. Then you're 20 years married, you're married to someone with 72 years and more than someone who is older than your father. Someone who is older than even your mothers. You see. Someone that you need to call uncle. Then you're married to that person and say, my husband. You say, my husband, my love. Imagine your grandfather. So too much age gap is another thing that needs to be considered, guys. Whenever this is not just like money.
Imagine a Gen X versus a Gen Z.
Imagine.
That's actually a very huge gap.
So too much age gap, guys, another thing that we think is also contribute to what is happening nowadays in marriages. This separation, breakups, and a lot of things. It won't even work. Can you imagine married to a 72 years old man, for example, then you have 20 years. You think you can call that man husband?
/ to women.
Even married to a woman, like those guys, imagine with 28 years guy is married to a 40 something years woman.
Yeah, it's not right.
And even like maybe your family start talking about what is about. No, you cannot marry such kind of a person.
But they'll be saying the truth. At the end of the day, it won't work out. I'm telling you.
I'm sure even those people stay, but it's not love. It's about money.
Yes, it's about money.
It's about money.
I have one instance. There's this other neighbor of mine. She actually got a job in Namibia, and she's married apparently. And when she got back home, like visiting home, and then she found out that the husband is already married to an older woman, and she's like a 90s babe, right? Early 90s, 1991. And the husband is like late 80s.
Yes.
And the husband actually married a woman that is about her mother's age.
Yeah.
She was so shocked, and the woman was already pregnant. Can you imagine? She was already pregnant, just 4 semesters. The woman was already pregnant.
It's not right. It's not something that is good, guys. You cannot be married to someone who is older than you in 30 years.
It won't work.
Maybe 30 to 40 years. Can you imagine?
It won't work.
Someone who is older than you with 40 years, then you get married to that person. It's better if you want to eat man, just date him, then you eat the man, then you leave him. Than to go and stay with that man.
I get it's the assets type of thing. It's like when you get married, what is yours is mine. So they want to benefit more.
But at the end of the day, if it is a woman, maybe she's just there to chow you. Just to show you, maybe to get some of the benefits, because I'm sure definitely there is no love. You cannot love someone who is older than you 40 to 50 years.
It's impossible.
Someone who is older than you in 50 years.
No, it's impossible.
Imagine you're 20 years, someone is 72 years, 70 something years. How old, how age different is this? Someone who is older than you 50 years, something.
It's a lot.
There's no way you can love that person. Even if you want money, but sometimes whenever you are sleeping, you'll be thinking, but what I did, I don't think it's a good advice that you can advise people that get married to someone who is older than you, is 50 something years.
Definitely. I wouldn't advise even my sister or my friend or even my enemy. I won't.
Right. So what we are trying to say, guys, we are saying too much age gap, age difference in a relationship or a marriage. But mostly in marriage, because the relationship sometimes maybe you'll be eating money.
Yeah, just
or maybe that person will be supporting you, maybe financial.
Paying rent,
but not to the extent,
weeks.
but not to the extent that you go and say now I'm his wife.
Ooh. That is the biggest mistake, I'm telling you. It's the biggest.
Yeah, and even imagine that man. I think those things is also cause something like it plays a role because that man with 50 years or 70 years, do you think that man can satisfy you in bed? Do you think that man can satisfy you in bed? You are 20 years and that man is 72 years. Do you expect that man to satisfy you in bed?
Definitely not, because science says a man is as old as he feels. So if he feels old, then
you need those.
No.
Because with 20 years, you need those Armor 2000.
Yes, 2Ks, come on.
Armor 2K, come on, guys. Armor 2K. What are you doing with 72-year-old men?
Can you imagine?
With 20 years. You think that man can do it? He can't even make two. He can't even give you two, guys.
He'll be already tired.
Maybe if they are using maybe Moti, but I think they are using Moti. 72. 70 something else. With 20.
It's impossible.
Those things, you know why I'm saying they contribute to divorce. At the end of the day, you'll be cheating that many.
Of course.
You'll be cheating that many. After cheating that many, whenever you find out, then you will chase you, or maybe you are ready maybe to go, you leave because why? You are not satisfied.
You know what?
You just go there for money, now you regret that now I have this man. You just come in, after 5 minutes he's sleeping. He starts snoring. Because I'm sure someone will say,
definitely.
That person definitely.
They have those issues, you know, like a lot of things.
And I'm sure that man, someone will say that man doesn't have feelings. You know, those feelings that at 20 something years or 30 years, man, he doesn't have those feelings.
No, definitely not.
Even this thing of even sex and whatever, he doesn't have. It's not even inside his head. It's not even like what we need like nowadays. Now I'm at 2000. You know, you need to be taken out. You need to go out whenever you have money. You just need to go and play. You know, to go to beach. You go to at least Durban. You go to Cape Town. You think a man with 70 years can even think about going out?
He's already done
he's already done with all those things, guys. So those things, you because the same time you start cheating him, that is when the marriage start now
falling apart.
Because they will tell you that now you are cheating. But there's no way you can stay with 72 men without even cheating. You're 22 years.
Never.
Never.
There is no way.
Definitely you will cheat. Because that man, first thing, he doesn't have time to play. He doesn't even have time to play. You still want to play because you're still a kid. You still want to play. Say, baby, say, baby, I want to sleep.
And you end up being like him.
Yeah. You end up even acting like maybe an old woman.
Being too mature for your age.
Because that person, whenever you want to like go to him, acting like a child or a baby, someone who want to play with the husband, you give it that like, I'm tired. Or you just see the way he reacts. He's not even ready for this.
My knees are painful, my back.
Yeah, my knees now massage me, whatever. So you think marriage you won't even work?
Yeah.
Because the age gap is too much.
Yeah.
At least let someone be older than you, maybe 2 years or 3 years. Not 20 going up. No.
That's a lot. That's actually a lot.
It's too much. So that is what we think, guys. So this is what we are saying. And also another thing that we can at least add up on that one. I think maybe, let me say maybe childhood. Or maybe the background. Yeah, background. Let me say background.
We already covered that one, yeah.
We already covered that one, the background.
Yeah, no, the childhood.
Okay. I'm saying the background.
Yeah.
Also the background contributes.
Yeah.
The background.
Like how you grew up.
How your man grows up, how your woman grows up. So sometimes I think it's better when you're in a marriage to at least sit down with the wife and at least know about her background and your husband. At least try to hear
before you even get married.
Before you even get married.
Because
discuss about all those things.
Yes.
And how did you grow up? You grew up with your father or your grandmother or your uncle.
Mom or whatever.
Then you hear how you grew up, so that as time goes by, when you hear some of the things, at least you can understand, okay, because of his background.
You can relate, yeah.
Because can you imagine, someone grown up maybe without father and mother.
Yeah, I
You grown
understand.
up maybe with the uncles or
Grandmother,
because there is no one who can give you this love that your mother gives to you.
Yeah, that's
Some
true.
maybe they were even being abused, mistreated maybe with their family members. Someone who is not their mothers or your father. They mistreat maybe they are the man or your wife. Then you don't know. So because of that background, it also comes to your marriage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because if I grow up and I used to see my father beating my mother, at the end of the day, I also beat my wife.
Definitely.
If you see that your mother was busy burning your father with water and cooking oil and putting some muti, some love potions, you will do that.
Definitely.
You think that is the thing to strengthen your marriage.
Exactly.
So you need to put some muti, at least you need to warm some water whenever it's fighting, then you pour.
Or even cooking
oil. Even cooking oil.
Burn it and
because of the background, how you grown up. It contributes very, even like
it's a very
nowadays.
big factor. Yeah, it's a very
Even nowadays.
big factor.
So, okay, let me tell you, maybe someone is a last born. What we were discussing that time. You're a last born. You know last born, how last born being treated.
They pamper them.
The family's mothers and they pamper them. For example, you are in a family of maybe 8, then remember maybe you are number 8, you are the number 8. The brothers and sisters, whenever they go, they will come out holding something for you. You are a last born.
Yes.
So you know your last born not even place, you don't even watch place.
Yes.
Even the man, so no, leave my last born place.
Yes.
She is my last born, he is my last born. He is the last one.
Yes, just
don't even I want him to live a soft life. He don't even know how to cook. She doesn't even know how to clean,
whatever.
To do even others. She doesn't even know how to take responsibilities. Imagine.
Exactly.
Because you don't even take responsibilities. They take responsibilities.
And I'm very sure that it's not only on the black community, even on the white community. Like last ones, it's just a stereotype that every woman does.
Yeah, so you see now, background contributes a lot. Because that person who doesn't even know how to cook, the person who was being pampered by the family, now she is a mother. Now you are married to someone who is going to work every day and come back. Now you are the mother. Now the children are now you will find children sitting there and say, "Mama, we want to eat. We don't have food. Mama, we want you to cook." And you find the house is like the plate is there, the blanket is there. Now you are the one who is responsible for those things.
Exactly.
Now your children, for them to eat is you. You are a mother. So because now you don't know about taking responsibilities, you will see like marriage is something else. It's not for you. You will see like marriage is not for you. Because now it's now I'm the one who need to provide food. Now I'm the one who need to clean.
And now you're not used to that. It's something that is not really your vocabulary.
Even the families, they will start calling you that we need maybe money. Because when you are married, even your family, the families of your husband, you need to send something.
Yes.
Now you need to pay school fees. Sometimes you even sleep without eating. You are a mother. So now that pampering life now is all over there. So that is when you start looking at your husband and say like, okay, this one is the one who is causing all these things. Because now he can't even pamper me the way I was being pampered.
Yeah, that's true.
So then you decide to leave the person and go. Because of how you grown up.
Yes. That is why last borns should not get married. First born, no. Last born. Okay,
so right. Guys, honestly, sometimes before you get married, find out, ask your man, ask your wife, how did you grow up?
Dig in deep, know the person better. Trigger. That is why this other guy was like, trigger the person.
Yes.
Make sure you trigger that to the last point and see
how
they
did you grow
end.
up?
And even the anger factors,
Yeah.
you have to trigger them when you are still there.
Yeah, I think even if you are married to someone, maybe if you marry someone who was married to someone, it's better again you even ask you, how did you live that way in that relationship?
Why? What was the reason?
What was the reason? Maybe because what was happening in that relationship, past relationship, is something big that you have to know.
Yes,
maybe there were some difficult fights there.
The possibility is that the second marriage will not even work. Because yes.
You have to know why they separated.
Yeah.
Because don't just take someone who was married to someone before you know about the person. Because you'll be having a problem. You take someone who was causing some problems before. Then now we say she is my wife. Or maybe you take someone who was a prostitute somewhere there.
Exactly.
Then you bring that person to your house.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, you start blaming her. She's cheating me. She's doing this and this.
But it's something that she's used to.
Then he will blame you because it's your problem. Right? Because you didn't figure out, you didn't ask your partner, how did you grow up? That marriage, why you leave the marriage? Was because of the fights? Or was your husband cheating or you were cheating? Sometimes they lie.
Yeah.
But I think what I can suppose is before you get married, it's better you learn each other, have time to know each other. Sometimes you end up knowing what is really going on.
Yes.
Because sometimes they tend to
hide.
Your husband you hide or your boyfriend you hide because he doesn't want you to know his other side of the story.
Exactly. But when you rashly get married to that person, that is when you find out, oh no, that is why he left his wife. That is why she left his husband.
But it will be too late.
It will be too late.
So now when they know that now you leave the marriage now you live with one kid again. Maybe you left that side with 2 kids, now you have another one. You realize that okay, this is what is did. Now what? 2 kids again, different father, different mother. Can you imagine? Our guys.
Such a shame.
So these are the things that we need to at least inspect those things.
I think it's
before
good if a person wasn't married before and you both are starting.
Yes.
Then like the other one was married before and you're not. Like it won't end well.
Yeah.
It won't.
Yeah, and it also telling each other the truth sometimes.
The truth, yeah. Because some of the people they hide, some women they hide, some men they hide. Because they don't want you to find out.
Because lies also contributes. You lie. Especially like nowadays, find out someone maybe the person has a kid.
And they don't tell
you. Then now you go and approve that person. That man won't even tell you maybe he's married. Or someone won't even tell you that I have kids. Now you hide your kids, you send your kids to your mother. You send your kids maybe to your family. Now you want to be single. When you still have 2 kids or 3 kids. Now once or maybe you tell your woman, your girlfriend that you're not married. Why is you have another wife?
And it's not nice.
We see nowadays a lot of children. I'm at 2000 now. They have children. Now you find out that she has another kid with someone who is married.
Yeah. And
because that man,
didn't tell them.
Yeah, that man will lie.
He was not honest.
Lie to you.
That is what I was actually talking about with my family. There's this other distant relative of mine. She got married like within less than 2 years and they're already having trouble. And I even said to them that she's getting married to someone that already had about 2 or 3 wives, you know?
Yes.
And with 3 baby mamas, 3 different baby mamas, 3 different kids from 3 different baby mamas. Can you imagine? Now they're actually having problems in their marriages. It's starting to shake now.
Yeah, so lies, it's not right.
It's not right.
If you really love someone, just tell the
now
truth.
showing him her
If you are sick, tell your person that I'm sick.
Yes.
I'm not okay. I drink everything. What did they call? ARVs.
ARVs, or maybe I have a heart problem.
Yes, I have sugar. Don't just surprise me.
Right.
From now we are sleeping in the house. Now we see now so we the pants don't. What is really going on? That then you start telling me I'm sick, I have sugar, I have this and this. Now I will leave here and go home.
You have to be plain.
Yeah, so you need to be honest to each other. You need at least to open up to your partner. Tell your partner, I'm not okay. I'm drinking pills, I have this problem. I am married. Because if someone loves you, whether even if you are married, because we even see a lot of people that are married to 2 wives.
And there are actually a lot of people that are sick out there, but they are married.
Yes, so
yes, they were open with their partners that no, you know what, this is the situation that is in hand.
Yes.
So you know what.
So it's better you tell the truth to your partner. Tell your partner, I'm married. You know, my love, I love you, but I'm married. You know, I once married to someone, I have another kid this side. So that you won't surprise your partner one day now, they bring your son now, he's 20 years old now. You say,
that's
this
true.
is your son.
You know, language you always say, can you
imagine? Now this is your son.
Come out.
Yeah, now you see now after 2 years in a marriage, they will come and tell you that she is pregnant for you.
Imagine.
Or maybe you even marry that your girlfriend, already you know that there is someone who is pregnant. for you.
Yes.
And you didn't tell
Your partner.
your partner.
Yes.
Because I'm sure if someone loves you, even if you tell the truth, the person will still continue to love you.
Yes. Or
Just tell the truth that I myself, you know what is happening. I have another kid that side.
Yes.
With someone. I have two kids. I'm sick, I'm not okay. You see, it's better to tell the truth about all those things. Because someone don't just surprise your partner. Now, oh, okay, so you're sick now. But imagine someone already now so already now start telling that I was sick, I'm sorry, my love.
Can you imagine? I think this should be an offense.
Yeah, it's better you open the case for the person.
Yes, this should be an offense because you didn't tell me. I didn't know.
Can you imagine? Because nowadays a lot of kids there.
Yeah.
Young children.
That is why it's so important as your partner before you chop. You have to go. You have to go and get tested.
I think nowadays I think it's better you go and get tested.
Go and get tested.
A lot of people are sick outside there.
Yeah, because you'll be seeing this handsome man, this beautiful woman, but you don't even know that they're actually sick.
Yeah, honestly, guys, you need to inspect your partner.
You have to be vigilant.
You need to be very vigilant about this. It's better you say, no, this one is too clever, but ask a lot of things. You have to understand. Because nowadays, I want to analyze.
And most of them, it's young people. Like there was this other girl that I was sitting next to, like when I was taking my son to clinic. And then she's 19 and she's taking ARVs. Can you imagine at the age of 19? She's already taking ARVs. And she was so pained. Yes. You could see pain in her eyes. I was like, no, don't worry. It is well, just be strong. Because, there's nothing that I can do.
Yeah, so you see now.
Yeah, it's so painful, guys.
Yeah.
And of which maybe she got infected by, someone that is even much older than her.
Yes.
They take advantage. These men, these older men, they take advantage of young girls, young women out there. Yeah. Because if someone is 19, she's not even that mature enough for all those things.
Yeah, so I think it's better to.
So this one, why you don't remove his things out?
So okay, guys. So I think it's the good part is that.
So you have someone, but since
yes. Whenever you are in a relationship with someone or in a marriage with someone, it's better telling each other the truth.
Yeah, just be plain.
Just say it.
Open up.
Myself, I'm having this problem.
And it will help you a lot.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's so painful and it's more difficult to live with a secret.
Yes.
Because you are scared that what if he finds out? What if he finds out that I'm sick? Or what if he finds out that I have a baby? Or what if he there's always, you're not always unsettled. You're just always shaky.
Yes, so I think it's better you tell your partner the truth, what is really going on, what is happening, guys. I'm sick, or I'm not feeling okay, or I want to have another child outside.
Yes, just being plain. It's the best way to go. If you want something serious.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys. We really need your support, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also don't forget to go and watch. And you guys give some support and give some thumbs there.
And engage, guys.
Engage, guys, and need some share, guys. We need your support because we cannot do that alone.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, guys. This was Pomi here in Washington on the Curious Mind podcast, guys.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe and follow our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, guys.
Next time.
Next time.
Bye.